Go ahead and see what the overall account is sitting at. All right, loading. $65,000, $65,039.50. This is insane, guys. We're $5,000 away from our all-time high of $70,000. We completely blew the 60K milestone out of the water. Yo, what's going on, YouTube? It's O'Neal from Tapped In with O'Neal, and yo, got a banger for you guys today. As you guys can see, I do not have my Blue Yeti up. The reason why is because there's a lot of background noise, and I don't, want y'all guys to hear the background noise. So we're improvising a little bit. You see, I got the little mic on one of my locks, so that's how we're gonna be speaking. I hope the quality is good. I apologize if it isn't, but I do have to get this video out for you guys as soon as possible. So we're not gonna waste no time. You guys know we cracked a new milestone within this portfolio, and it's like the market absolutely exploded this week. With, you guys know, I have a massive holding, not a massive, but a decent bit of my portfolio has a holdings within crypto, and crypto had a massive pump this week. So yeah, let's just go ahead and see what it looks like in the portfolio real time. I'm excited to show you guys. So let's hop right into it. All right, as you guys can see, the portfolio, the individual investing account is sitting at $57,375.64. Yo, massive pump, massive pump. Let's just check how much we up on the week. I think last time I checked this, it was a couple of days ago. It was like over 7,000. I mean, you guys can see the 7,000. I think, if I'm not mistaken, last week we was at 50,000. We just had crossed over 50,000 or low 50,000s, and now we have 57. So let's just see how we performed on the week. Up $6,260.98 on the week. Let's check the month. Let's see how we doing on a month. The month we're up $10,844.52. How much is that on the week? That's a 12.25% increase on the week. Man, it's been crazy, man. Been crazy. Crypto is crazy. I don't know how long this gravy train is gonna last, but hey, we riding it out. So our buying power is at $1,808.89. Margin total is at $29,807.57. Margin used is $21,348.68. We're at a low risk, so we got a buffer of $5,693.88, and we have some option collateral. As you guys know, I do play some option plays, so that's what that option collateral is being used for. So let's go ahead, get straight into it, not waste any time. Do our weekly $1,000 deposit. Man, I got a lot to show you guys. I want to get through it as fast as possible. Review transfer $1,000. Continue with standard. I hope this quality on the mic is good. At least on this mic, it has a lot of noise cancellation. So, all right, let's see what the account is sitting at now. All right, we at $58,376.66. Our buying power went up $2,000. As you guys know, every time I invest $1,000 into this account, or deposit, I should say, Robinhood allows me to borrow $2,000 of their money, and that's what I used to build this account. Our margin used decreased, of course, $1,000 and went down to $20,348.68. Margin total went up to $30,000, so we crossed that $30,000, and our margin buffer went up $1,000 as expected. So did our futures buying power. So let's go ahead and switch right over to the mobile version of the app, so I can review exactly what's been going on in the portfolio this week. All right, so I'm a little more up close and personal for you guys, so you guys can see me a little bit better. But as I said, we have $58,000. We do have some option plays this week. I'm not gonna get into too much of the option plays. We made a decent bit of money on the options plays, but I probably might make a separate video on it. I've been sorry. I've been trying to drop some videos for you guys throughout this week, but I got caught up. I had a real busy week, but I promise there's going to be content coming throughout this week. Definitely going to be the options plays where we deep dive into that. Let's go ahead and get right into crypto. See how much we increased on crypto. Man, Last week I think this was at 20,000 our holdings. Now it's at 25,000. So this went up about 4,000 $1116 and 34 cents. We were down on Ethereum. You guys know I have 5 Ethereum coins, I should say. What is that? Coins? Is that what we want to call it? Ethereum coins. Hold on. What's going on with this lighting? All right, so we had Ethereum sitting at 3,700, so it's had a nice massive pump. Our value is $20,000. $20,000. Where our total return is up 3,900, nearly $4,000. That's 24.85%. Let's check our Bitcoin. I do not own a full Bitcoin yet, but we're at 0.038. And we have a value of $4,523 and a total return of $3,206.89. Well, that keeps changing, but that's a 243.49% increase in return on that investment. I had bought it back when it was like low. You guys see the average cost is at 34,000, so I was buying into it, and I did stop purchasing into crypto specifically because it is extremely volatile. As much as this goes up, it can definitely go right back down. So you guys want to be wary, be cautious of that. I did make a video on that. I'm not sure if I posted it. If I didn't post it yet, I'll post it for you guys and make it in a short form. So it's nice, short and sweet. TSLL, yo, Tesla had a nice pump also. It's getting closer to my target price of 13, well, my average cost of 13.68. We did place some calls on it, a $13.5 call. So if it does hit it, we're in good money. So all that stuff y'all been saying, oh, your Tesla, this, that, it had a nice pump and it could go right back down. But at the end of the day, I'm still making money on the option premium, and it's covering all the margin expenses. So that's just beautiful. So that's where TSLL is sitting at. We purchased some more of shares of Tesla. Tesla went up. It got to $8 now. You see our average cost is at 7.83. Total return is $52. Our market value is $2,171.70, and we have a total shares of 270. Did I cover how much we got paid out? I think last week I covered how much we got paid out, $97.13, and then we purchased 20 shares at 7.87. And then we purchased some more shares of MSTY. Gonna be a nice payout. It had a nice little sell off, so I purchased more of it. We're up $78 on MSTY. We have a total market value of $4,453.05. Average cost is at $21.32. Did we get a payout? No, the last payout we already covered that. That was about 2 weeks ago. So that's what MSTY is looking like. We increased our shares on ULTY. Yes, we did. And ULTY had a nice pump this weekend too. Like, man, it's just crazy. We had 170 shares of ULTY. Definitely trying to get to that 200 shares. Market value is at $1,094.86. Average cost is at 6.28, and the total return we're up $23.74. So that's pretty nice. We got Okay, so we got a dividend payout of $12.58. I'll show you guys the breakdown. That's about 10 cents per share. We had about 121 shares at the time, so this is going to definitely change now that we are at 170 shares, and I definitely want to get to that 200 share mark. Coney, we are expecting a payout this week. Look, yo, Coney has been pumping, guys. Coney has been pumping up $516.62. We have 250 shares. We haven't even really been purchasing back into it. Total market value is $2,593.42. Average cost is at $8.29. Our average cost is so low, I was scared to buy back into it. So yeah, we're definitely gonna be looking forward to nice dividend payout this week. I think by the end of this week. So last one was $134.16. And then we had some covered calls on it, and a call that expired worthless, so we collected some premium on that. YieldMax had a nice pump also. We were up $100, $105. on YieldMax. What was the dividend payout this week? $10.51. Pretty nice, pretty nice. And we purchased some more shares of PLTW. This is a round hill ETF, leverage ETF that tracks Palantir. This is one of those tech stocks similar to Nvidia. I'm definitely into it, and I'm bullish on it because tech is going to be the future. Last week, this was an experimental position for me. I just purchased one share of it, and it paid me about 64 cents per share. We was at a one share, and then so I increased it. So we're gonna be looking for a nice payout. I think if they pay out on Tuesdays, so we're up $14. It did have a nice low pump this week. Market value is at $483.37. So yeah, just look forward for more videos or more specifics on PLTW and Palantir overall. And that's pretty much it on the individual. Our traditional went up. We crossed back up into that $4,000 range. We're at $4,126.70. Buying power is at $131.97. We do have a call, a $15 call. Tech L, as you guys know, I told you guys this was a sleeper. We're up $67. 3 shares. We only purchased 3 shares. So this might be one of those positions that I hold in this specific portfolio, well, this specific IRA. So yeah, that's pretty much it on the traditional. Not too much movement in there. Our Roth, we are at $2,516.39. Buying power is at $12.51. Those are the shares. You guys know I purchase about $8.40 of JEPQ and SCHD on a daily basis. And then on a weekly basis, I purchase $6 of QQQQ. So please stay tuned for me restructuring this portfolio, my Roth specifically. We do got a lot of work and a lot of things that I want to move around and shuffle around. Another ETF that I definitely want to get into, and I might change it out. So stay tuned for that. I know I've been saying that for a little bit, but I definitely am going to be dropping that restructuring Roth IRA video. So let's go ahead and see what the overall account is in that. All right, loading. $65,000. $65,039.50. This is insane. Guys, we're $5,000 away from our all-time high of $70,000. We completely blew the 60K milestone out of the water. Absolutely blew it out of the water. It's like crypto kicked in the afterburners within my portfolio and just sent my portfolio crazy. You guys know I took a 30K loss this year. So imagine if I didn't take a 30K loss, we'd be sitting at over $95,000 right now. So close to that six figures, or that 100K, our first 100K. And man, you guys are watching this happen in real time. You guys are watching my journey. I took a loss, we got right back on the horse, and just kept going. And it's amazing. It's amazing. Like, it's amazing, especially because it's a lot of people that probably want to see me fail. You either gonna watch to see me win, or you're gonna watch to hope that I lose and fail. And either way, I entertain whichever side of the fence that you're on. I welcome all opinions. If you guys want to see me fail for whatever reason, cool, I'm fine with it. I'm 100% fine with it. But I'm gonna keep going. One thing about me, I don't stop. I'm gonna keep going until that millionaire. This is a little message to you. The message to this millionaire that pretty much said that he didn't think that I was built for this. This type of trading. Me trading options and stuff like that. Let me try to give you a little something, little insight. Man, I'm built for more than you know. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm built for more than you know. People like me, people that look like me, that come from where I come from, they not doing what I'm doing at my age. I'm not gonna let people trick me out my spot. So I know what I'm doing is special and different. Like, this is generational. God bless me with this insight and this mindset to to just be different, think different. I'm not doing things that an average 25-year-old is doing. You know, I don't get joy out of the same things that normal 25-year-olds Yet, I'm not out here smoking. I'm not out here drinking. I'm not out here partying and doing all that stuff. I work a job. I work a 9 to 5 job. I'm just a regular guy. I love investing. I love putting myself in a better position. I like the idea that I can change the trajectory of my family name and mean something and do something different within this world. And you guys are gonna watch this journey with me. We're gonna be something real big someday. We small now, and I appreciate all the support. Even though we small now, we a small YouTube channel. I don't even get paid to do this, but I'm showing you guys my journey. But yeah, that's just a little bit about me. So if any of this information was useful or helpful, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, turn on your post bell notifications, join up on a Discord that is free to join. Follow me on Instagram if you guys want to get in direct contact with me. My Instagram is there. All of that is the link. It's in the link below in the description. So yeah, without further ado, it's tapping the bone now, and I'm signing out.